Welcome into a very, very special episode of the Power Hour. I'm Steve, along with the urban sensation and icon C Red. Hello, Red.
What up?
Of course, we got the real deal, Rion Skills. He is live remote and will be doing all sorts of cool things. So we'll have to talk to Rion later. And then there she is, our guest of honor, none other than your favorite knockout. She is the best. She's your favorite part of this show. It's Cactus Rack. Hello, Cactus.
Hi.
And we have been trumpeting this all week. It is officially Cactus Appreciation Night. Now, why? Why do you have an appreciation night? Well, it's very obvious and very
I'd
simple.
love to know myself why
I'm
I
going-
have an
And
appreciation.
I'm going to tell you why. Because you influence, affect, and brighten so many lives all around you that it's nice for us to stop for a moment and be thankful for you and all that you do.
Are
And
we sure
you're
we're
not
talking about
alone.
the right person?
I am not alone. There are many who feel as I do, including obviously C Red. Now, usually we go toward the end of the episode to get Red's roses, but we're going to do that here right off the bat because when shenanigans become afoot, I don't want this to get lost in translation because this is always my favorite part. Red, it's Cactus Appreciation Night. We're all here for her. And I know that you have delved out the roses for many people on this show. And we have had great moments with all of them. But I suspect you being who you are and she being who she is, you will have an extra special bouquet of roses for this evening. So, Red, why don't you give Cactus some roses?
Cactus.
Yes.
I'm not talking to you. Rachel, I am talking to. This is
Okay.
Sean talking to
Okay,
Rachel.
Sean. Hello, Sean. How are you? It's been a while.
I love you.
I love you too.
And the reason why, in the short amount of time that I've known you, you have touched my life in such a remarkable way.
I'm already tearing up.
Don't. When my last bout, serious bout of depression came on, a lot of people don't know I was ready to end it like that night. There wasn't gonna be a note, wasn't gonna be some mass text saying goodbye to everybody. No, I was just doing it. And then I got a message from you telling me how much you love me, how much you cared, and that you needed me to be around. And then you threw in a joke about don't leave you with Steve. But it touched my heart because we haven't known each other for that long.
Yeah.
There are people that I know for years and years. And a lot of times they don't seem like they give a fuck. And here's this beautiful, vivacious woman who came into our lives, and you are the real thing. That's why a lot of times you piss me off when you go into your situation and I don't see it, I don't. Hell, I've told you before, and I'll say it publicly here. Shit, if I wasn't married and Andy wasn't around, shit, you'd have to beat me off with a fucking stick.
Wow. Full disclosure.
You are beautiful inside and out. You radiate all of this love. And then you have the time to be there for people. Because you didn't have to send that text and you didn't even know what was going on that night.
Yeah.
But it was because of that I just took a few minutes, but it hit me like, damn, she gives a fuck. Maybe somebody else does too.
Yeah.
You are the light of this show.
No doubt.
Is he gonna let me talk?
Just agree.
At first, I was hesitant. I was like, how are we gonna make this work? And now when you're not here, it doesn't feel right. When I saw Andy a couple of weeks ago and you weren't with him, I forget what show it was. And even then, like, the building didn't feel the same.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's just your presence. It's just you being there. It's just looking over and seeing you, and you tilt your head, give that little smile. You are what this fucking miserable, pathetic, drama-filled, hate-filled world needs. If we could bottle you and sell you, shit, the Power Hour would be on fucking national TV because we done bought the damn TV station.
As long
Like,
as we solve world hunger in the meantime.
hey, baby, you take care of world hunger, I take care of homeless. Don't ever doubt who you are. You are so important, so beautiful. And I'm gonna be honest, when I was younger, oh my God, yes, looks were everything. You had to, but I was young and dumb and didn't realize that there are people in this world. Guess what? Some of them gorgeous, some of them not gorgeous. Hell, I'm not gorgeous. Shit. Look at me. Shit. Still trying to figure out how I've been married 3 times. You are a gem. More precious than a diamond. More rare than a ruby. We love you. And I, Sean, for one, am so glad you came into my life. I thank you. I will be here for you. I love you.
Thank you. I love you.
Once again, C Red, the greatest leadoff hitter of all time.
I don't even know what to say after that.
Well, everything he said is 100%. And, you've become a fixture here, and you're every bit as important on the Power Hour as any of us. And it's a four-way dance for real. And he's right. When you're not here, it just doesn't seem like the Power Hour. It just seems like there's something missing at shows, just like he said, something missing. So this is just the start. So if the waterworks happened already, sweet Jesus, you might need a mop.
I love to cry, so I'm ready. It's very cathartic.
Well, let's.
I've got my dehumidifier right here. I can turn it on.
So tonight it's going to be kind of like a Christmas Carol. You're going to be visited by.
I really don't need to be ghosts. I don't need any ghosts from my past.
You're going to be visited by not 3 ghosts, but a great many ghosts as we go through this evening's festivities.
If any of them are from pre-2020, I don't want to see them.
Some will pop on at various times. Some will pop on and stay on indefinitely. But the best part about putting this show together was the amount of support that I had. Every human that I asked to participate, even if they had something they were doing, they said, you know what, I will put aside time to come in and talk. So appreciate you is the main objective tonight. And I just got a small taste as we were setting this up to what that actually means. So I think we'll all learn a lesson tonight about appreciation. And it couldn't have been started any better than with C-Red. C-Red, you are wonderful when you do that. And, you know, very few people have the heart you do. And I think everybody watching felt your emotion and felt the truth. And we're going to feel a lot of truth tonight. So it's not your typical Power Hour. We're not going to be breaking down matches. We're not going to be predicting. We're not going to preview anything. Yes, WrestleMania happened.
I mean, if I can vent at the end about WrestleMania and the after Mania Raw,
it's your show.
I would appreciate that.
We will let Cactus. Red, you have. Wait, let me get. Ryan Matthews says Red.
No, I'm just acknowledging him.
Oh, I'm the twos and you're the ones. I get it. So I guess we're just going to start and let her rip because you know, our first guest is a little early, but I thought he might come in and just kind of hang out because that's what he does. So let's bring in our first appreciator. Hello, appreciator number 1.
Hello.
Take your time. You're totally.
We hear you.
You're all
Hi,
prepared.
Turtle.
Hey. Sorry, I couldn't hear anything at first. Stupid
okay.
Technology. Stupid.
Welcome, Turtle. How are you?
I am fantastic. Tired, but fantastic.
Now, Turtle, you're jumping in early. I didn't have you scheduled until much later, so you must be really excited about this episode.
Hey, you know me and my airtime.
Get it while you can.
Right.
It's the JFW in you. It can't be contained. Well, while you're here, you're our first celebrity roaster of the evening. You can see the lovely Miss Rack is here. Appreciate away, my friend.
So this might be the shortest thing ever, but I think the best way to appreciate somebody is by thanking them. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna thank you for being a great person, very genuine, probably the nicest person I know, even though you can be a little maybe mean, but you do it for a reason. That's a good quality. But on a personal level, I have to thank you for being the voice in my head.
Oh, I
'Cause
have
do
a
you
lot
remember?
of voices in my head. I didn't know I'd made it to anyone else's head.
That's
Well-
frightening in a way.
In a way. So you remember the Crash Tested show where I asked you if I should, wrestle the following year full time, and I said that I valued your opinion.
Mhm.
and you said absolutely. So now ever since then, when I tend to doubt myself or ask if I should keep going, your voice just pops in my head, and just that one word, absolutely, just says it all, and I'm like, okay, can't quit yet.
That means so much to me, Turtle. Thank you. Thank you
That's
so
all,
much.
and that's all I got. Because I think
That's enough. That's
I
enough.
thanking people doesn't happen all the time from a
Mhm.
lot from almost the whole world, and I figure, thank somebody to appreciate them. You can tell them that they're beautiful, which you are,
Thank
and
you.
inside and out, but I don't thank enough people, and I think I should do that more often. So,
Yes. Yes. I believe in gratitude, and I don't mean like gratitude journals. I believe in thanking everyone who's in your life and showing them you appreciate them all the time.
exactly.
Mhm.
That is a turtle. Well done, Nubby.
Yes.
Very good. Nicely done. Boy, Red really hammered us with the roses right off the bat. But you followed in the 2-hole. You got that runner over. We're going to have a productive inning here.
I mean, I didn't want to steal his spotlight, but he probably went beyond what I did. But I
Well,
figured this came from the heart. I've been thinking about it all week and how I should do this. So,
Thank you. I'm
well,
glad you did.
we're darn glad that
And
you.
how much fun are you having wrestling?
I'll say more fun now than I was when I was trying to force myself back into it.
Yeah. You just got to take those baby steps.
Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
So that's awesome. For those of you that are maybe turning into the Power Hour for the first time, this is going to get crazy. There are going to be people coming in all night long, and we have another one right now. So let us
Oh
just
God.
kick this shit into high gear. Oh, this is a big one. Oh, this is a big one.
Have I mentioned that I hate surprises?
Well, here comes the surprise. We went
Just in
deep,
time.
deep, deep undercover.
Deep, deep, deep undercover.
Deep, deep, deep undercover to bring in the one, the only, the spectacular Chicago knockout, Marley Quinn. That was
Marley.
Hello, my love.
Hello.
How are you doing? Hello.
You. I miss you.
I miss you. I can't wait to see you again.
Yeah. Hopefully Thursday. Hazel's finally testing negative.
Yay.
So
Hello.
thank you very much. And just for information's sake, when I started to reach out to ask people to come in tonight to say what you mean to them, the very first positive response I got from anybody was Miss Quinn here. She has been all in since the minute this idea happened. And, again, representing the knockouts, I couldn't think of somebody better to do it. And she said, I'm not taking 10 minutes. I'm going to stay as long as I want to.
Yeah.
And I'm not messing with that tonight. So I'm going to let Marley do Marley and be how she wants to be.
Yes.
The floor is yours, Miss Quinn. Take it away.
Well, I just wanted to come and say how much I love Cactus, obviously. I've known Cactus for I think actually something just came up in my timeline the other day, or my memories. We've known each other for 6 years now.
Mhm.
And I don't know, I just wanted to come and say how much I love her. And I'm so glad that she's back on my team.
Mhm.
She's my hand of God. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Sistine Chapel and the hand of God kind of thing. She's my hand of God. She is the best whipper in the bunch in the entire league, in my opinion. But yeah, she is my favorite.
Right.
Yes, yes. But yeah, I'm not sure what else what all you guys need. I just wanted to hang out and say hi and how much I love her and miss her, and I'm so glad she's coming back.
Thank you.
Um,
I'm back.
when it comes to teammates, and obviously, you and Cactus have been teammates for a minute, and you develop that bond, and athletics, sports, wrestling, roller derby, no matter where you're at, when you get on a team, it's a deeply personal connection
Yes.
that I think enriches all of our lives. And in the short time that I've been at roller derby, I have seen you been whipped by many a human around that track. Not that you really need the extra speed because you're going at Mach 6 already.
Oh, it's not. I'm not giving her. I'm giving her speed, but I'm more so giving her a break.
Yes,
when I whip
she's
her.
giving me a breath is what she's
Yeah.
giving me.
So I'm giving her the power so she can take a breath and like relax for a few seconds.
Yeah, absolutely.
Still so much to learn about roller derby. I'm getting there. It's a long road, but I'll get there. Talk about being teammates and knockouts specifically, because like I said, we've got the wrestling crew here too. But I think, the first thing I knew about Cactus was her roller derby past. That's where I knew her from. I would see her on social media talking about roller derby, and I was always fascinated by it. Now that I'm kind of somewhat in that world, it's even more fascinating, and the connections of the teams are very interesting. Talk to me about you and Cactus as teammates and what that means to you.
Well, as teammates, me and Cactus have actually been teammates on several teams, even before knockouts. We actually met on Vixens. And she was one of the first people I really actually felt like connected to. So I have to premise with saying that she could double as this. I have a friend that I've known since college, and Cactus could be her double.
She made this.
Immediately.
Talking about made this.
Yes, she's
by her
an amazing artist. But she and Cactus look very similar. So the second, I mean, and like when I'd scroll through social media when I first started following Cactus, I would have to do a double take to figure out which one of them it was, because the pictures, everything, it was really funny. But I think because of that, I was kind of instantly just drawn to Cactus and just felt immediately comfortable with her. And then she also has very similar qualities to my friend. They're both just very loving, caring people, and would give, anything they can for the people that they love. And so I just immediately kind of got drawn to Cactus. And that continued with the knockouts. I feel like we've gotten even closer because we both kind of just enjoy the same, like there's different aspects of derby. The Wifta Derby is, very competitive, and it is an incredible sport for what it is, and in that, type of, in the realm of sports, whatever. Knockouts is absolutely a sport in every sense of the word, but it's more entertaining and fun base. And that's kind of what me and Cactus both enjoy. I enjoyed watching wrestling when I was younger too. So we kind of also bonded on that aspect, and we're just very similar in what we enjoy doing and what we enjoy getting out of derby. So we just kind of clicked on that basis too. We both also have children that are the exact same age and are very, very similar to each other, and both get along very well.
And we both went old school with the names.
Yes, we both have the old school names. Like we have so much in common. It's almost scary. So it was kind of hard not to just be instantly, feel that connection with her. And, as a teammate, that makes it so much like, I mean, I tell her all the time, I selfishly put her on my line anytime I can because I enjoy playing with her. We have that bond on and off the track, and it just makes it that much easier on the track to just kind of instantly, like, she doesn't even have to look for me. She just knows I'm coming and just reaches her hand out. It's crazy.
It's kind of like if you've done tag team wrestling, you get to know what they're going to do before they know they're going to do it.
Exactly.
So, and Marley is one of the few people that I have that with. I'd say someone else I have that with is Killer, and that just knowing, but Killer's another blocker.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Marley,
So you guys interact.
Is jamming. It's like that sense of knowing, okay, she's going to need a whip here. Okay, she's going to go here. Okay, I need to blow up here, and it's nice to have that connection with somebody because it feels almost childlike again. When you're so close with people, it's like you're the same person in different bodies, but when you become an adult, you get so distant from everybody around you. It's just really nice.
Yeah, it is. It's great. I love playing with Cactus, and I'm so glad she's back on blue, where she belongs.
Yes.
Russian Blue. We love her very much too.
Me too.
It's so much fun watching you two interact, whether it be, on the track or here just as friends. Cactus, goes through trials and tribulations like us all. And, when I see her struggling, it makes me physically sad. What does it do to someone like you, Marley, who is more than friend, more than family, kind of like a sister? How do you?
I am very emotional. Like I definitely would consider myself an empath, especially I feel like having a child changed me even
Yeah.
more so and makes it harder to even control that aspect. But yeah, when I see, I mean, I'm sure you could even ask Cactus if she posts something or particular things online, like I'm messaging her or texting her and making sure she's okay, or just like I'm instantly like I'm anxious to to make sure that she's, gonna be okay, even or whatever, just wanting to make sure if there's something I can do to help, in any way. I've told her that she's like our family. We've told her if anything ever happens to her, we will take care of your daughter. Like we consider them family. Absolutely. So anytime I see anything that is a red flag, I'm instantly, whether I reach out or not, I'm instantly wondering and trying to figure out, going through comments to see if she answered the questions and whether or not she needs space or needs to talk to somebody. So yeah.
And I appreciate that more than I can say, because like Red has come out with having depression. Like I'm pretty vocal about the fact that I struggle with mental illness, and I have like 3 conditions essentially, and they're all very difficult to manage. And like I've driven so many people out of my life who thought I was just doing it for attention, or who were just exhausted by it. And like I'm exhausted by it. Like I hate living like this, like I never know what day I'm gonna have. I never know what's gonna trigger me or tip me off. And and so like having people that, especially like someone that like you, that understands it and goes through thick and thin with me, it's amazing.
That is one other thing that I definitely have to say is I have admired Cactus since day one. I know like she says how she's gone through people who think she's doing it for attention, and I understand if you don't know or you don't understand mental health why you'd think that, I guess. But like again, me and Cactus have a lot in common, including a lot of mental health issues. I am not vocal about mine. That is not something I am brave enough to do like she is. So I almost like I commend her in every sense every time she posts anything about that. And I'm always trying to show her love in any way I can, because I can't do that. I'm not that type of person. I wish I was that brave, but I'm not. So I find it so amazing that she can do that, and that she helps people like me who can't, because seeing her post that makes me know that I'm not alone either. And that is why I'm always here for her, because I know, like, just like she says, we all have bad days. You never know what's going to happen. This day you think everything's fine, and then the next second it's not. And the fact that she can share that publicly is so commendable. I can't even. But yeah, that's another reason why I would never. I would always be there for anything that she goes through, because I get it. I totally get it.
That took my breath away right there. That is something on this show that I will treasure forever. That is friendship. That is family. That is amazing. Thank you, Marley. We have given Marley the fast pass to stay with us throughout the night. She may leave, she may stay. It's Marley's world. I'm not going to be on the business end of that bat, so I'm just going to let her do what she does. But the next person that's coming in to pay tribute to Cactus.
How many people?
You deserve so many.
It is very early in the night to be asking that question. This person saw the post and said, I want to be a part of this. And, when somebody wants to be a part of our show, we make that so no matter what, because I love it. And I love this woman. And let's not wait anymore. Let's bring in our next guest. Here she is. She is the one, the only, the big green rage machine. She is the amazing Amazon, along with the maestro. This is Natasha Crane.
Hello, everybody.
It's like watching The Simpsons for real.
Oh, no, we're not that good. I'm not that good. We're not that good.
Hello, Natasha. How are you?
Good, good. What's up with
Say hi to
everyone
Rob too.
And hello, Rob Maestro. You are looking lovely this evening.
As are you, Maestro.
Oh, you're too kind, sir. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking part. Obviously, you know Turtle. If you know Marley, you've been to roller derby. You know who she is. You know Red. You know Rion. You know everybody here. Take it away, Miss Natasha. Appreciate our good friend Cactus.
First and foremost, I recognize Cactus Rack. I
Yay.
recognize Cactus fucking Rack.
And Maestro, every night should be a recognition of Cactus Rack.
Yes, I'm just saying, 5 minutes of Cactus. I'm just saying. I don't know,
I
man.
can do
Look,
it.
Like the second I met her at SCW. Oh, by the way, I wanted to I do have my roller derby sticker.
Hey.
You're damn right. You tell my cup, it's everywhere I go. It's everywhere I go.
Her cup runneth over.
I've seen that in the locker room at SCW before. It really does go everywhere.
Get somebody with it one of these days.
And I can give you a few people I'd like you to throw it at.
Oh, we'll have a talk later.
We'll talk.
We'll talk later. But
This is my appreciation from you.
I love Cactus.
Me too.
It's Andy. Hello, Andy.
I was gonna say, I love the dude. I love that dude too. I love that dude too.
No, I suck.
My fellow Marylander there.
Pharaoh.
I miss crab.
It's not something you hear every
But
day.
man, listen, the second I met her at an SCW practice, her and Ash, I just forgot her derby name. I'm sorry.
Crimson Vixen.
I'm like, I know it's Vixen something. So Crimson Vic, yeah, I met those two at our practice, and I was like, holy crap, someone who might be able to go toe to toe with me. I'm like, because there's nobody around that can handle me. Not even this one.
That's okay. She can't handle me.
That's so it's good. It's good. But man, and dude, do you remember we were at practice and I was teaching you how to throw punches?
And I broke my hand on your head.
She pickled me. She gave me one hell of a pickle. I was like, oh my God.
I broke my hand right here.
Oh my,
Yeah.
I
right
broke
here.
my hand in the match too. So I understand, man. I get you.
Mhm.
I remember that break.
I was gonna say, I feel
Oh,
like
it was
I
not a
remember
good
you
day.
breaking your hand.
But oh my God, I'm like, I knew like the second I met her, I'm like, we got to be friends. I'm like, we got to get close, man. We just seem like we run from the same group, you know?
Yeah.
We're not afraid to get our hands dirty. We're not
Mhm.
afraid to do one of these. We're not afraid.
Mm-mm.
And I'm just really sorry that I haven't been around for very much.
Hey, that's okay.
We're back now. We're back from we're back
Until October.
ish. And I need to come to more of your derbies, and I need to come to a lot more of your stuff.
I need
And I
to
made
come
a
to
promise.
more of your stuff. I just don't know if I'm welcome at SCW. So
Guess what? You're welcome because I fucking said you are.
I'm the ring announcer. I will welcome you myself.
and then I will make my grand entrance to come watch you wrestle.
Hells yeah. You know what?
And this is now good a time as any because you said that you wanted to go toe to toe with me. I have some plans in the work, which I'm not going to go into detail about, but I have decided to try my hand at wrestling again.
Yes!
So
Yay! I'm so fucking happy.
it's a matter of finding someone that will put up with training me because Andrew and I will probably murder each other. I'd kill you. Okay.
Look, man, I will come. Like, let me know, and I will come in and help you any way I can because I'm all for it. Like,
And,
I'm
and
all
let
for
me
this.
know when you're going.
So
'cause
there's my surprise for the night.
Yeah, I'm happy. This is like my birthday. Is it my birthday? Is it my?
It's your birthday. It's everybody's birthday.
It's a community birthday. We're all
Hey,
Cactus,
we're all celebrating. I forgot to get cake though. I'm sorry.
I
Cactus,
know.
like, once you learn, then you have to teach me.
Okay. That's
Oh,
the plan.
you come on in too. We'll have some.
Yeah,
We'll have fun.
I want to
plan.
be Cactus's.
I don't know if I'm ready for a world where Cactus Rack and Marley Quinn are in the wrestling. There's a lot of bitches that are going to shut the fuck up, man.
Tag team.
Look, I'm not in derby or anything, but I'll tell you, I'm like, I'd run with these two any fucking day. Any day. I'm like, let's hook something
That is
up.
the trios team
go.
of my dreams.
Oh my God, can you imagine Those
Damn,
workhorses that get thrashed.
somebody's getting
Yeah,
that would be
up with those
awesome.
three.
Yeah.
That's not even funny.
Let them come to the ring in sweats
Natasha
again.
is
I
the workhorse.
will
They'll
slaughter
do
them.
that Out of workhorses.
They'll put them in the glue factory. I swear to God. But I'm not gonna try to take up too much time, and I'm gonna just kind of sit down and on here and
No, take
a
up
little bit.
time. I miss your face. I miss Rob's face.
You gotta work on your aim then, kiddo.
Good night, close.
He does this all the time. He's like, I'll be like, I miss you, and he's like, work on your aim. Man, I swear. Anywho, but yeah, dude, let me know. And God, I told myself that I'm going to get out more this summer, to like concerts and other wrestling shows and other derby and all this other stuff. I'm like, because I kind of kept myself cooped up a
Yeah.
little bit too long. So I'm like, all right, y'all got to get me out of the house. That's your project for this year. Get me out of the house.
Love you. Yes.
Done, absolutely done.
I'm getting her out of the house. We're going on a little trip in June, not too far away. Belgium.
Yeah, we're going.
He's
going
back.
to Amsterdam. So,
That's a little bit out.
but I appreciate the fuck out of you. You had no idea. I mean, maybe not more than him, but I do appreciate you. I do love you, and I'm glad you're happy. And I don't want you to this. I'm going to quit blah 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 anymore, because I swear to God, I will come and hog tie you, and I'll employ her because she knows your weaknesses too.
She'll never quit Derby.
Oh,
I have no weaknesses.
She is not allowed to quit anything if I'm around.
We'll make a
Like
weakness
you
vote. She
can
can
have
get up on this.
anything.
And Cactus, if
I
you
do.
quit,
She
we're
is
never gonna
not
get the
allowed to
burgers,
quit
cookies
anything
again.
when I'm around.
The day I report to a man is the day that I die.
It's not reported. I will persistently and never stop allowing you to do
Andy,
the things you want to do.
love you, Andy, but
No,
Oh!
you can't stop Andy.
You
I
can't.
will never allow her to stop the things she does. Unless she's hurt, then she'll have to stop.
Okay.
But
But that's only temporary.
That's temporary. That's
Yeah.
a couple months where you're like, all
I
right.
would
we got
I
it.
would appreciate you figuring out why the dogs are whining right now. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you have to come in and pick up Rosie.
Andy is on dog duty officially now, so we'll
Dog duty.
I'm on Hazel duty right now.
Yeah, he's on dad duty right now.
we'll hear from Andy periodically throughout the evening.
I'm gonna send Hazel down here in a second because my phone died RIP on this video.
I
From
feel
upstairs.
How is Hazel doing? She's good?
She's good. She tested negative today. So
Yay!
it was a little scary. I was telling them earlier, it was a little scary the first day. Because it came on really quickly. She got a fever and her eyes were really red, and that's how I knew like something was up. And then her breathing got really labored really quickly. And then because of the epilepsy, like the biggest concern is like the fever getting too high and triggering seizures that she can't break out of. So we did like and I will appreciate Andrew for this. We did the 24-hour like alternating the Tylenol and the Motrin. Andrew did the 3 o'clock Motrin. So I didn't have to get up, and the fever broke overnight and her breathing's gone back to normal and she's doing great. Doing great.
Yeah, we got Rion just is all over the pictures tonight. There was a Cactus Rack cake, and now it's dog duty. There's actually a film.
Okay.
Amazon, we love you. You're welcome to stay as long as you want, but we are going to bring in our next guest because
Oh my God, how many guests?
they are coming fast and furious, and it wouldn't be a party.
This is more than I expected already.
It wouldn't be a party without this guy.
Here comes
I mean,
Hazel.
you can't have a party without the goat of Menendez.
Yay.
Yay.
And there he is, the goat of Menendez is joining us right now. Hello, sir.
Hi, how's everybody?
Well,
Dude,
we're
that is a sick shirt you're wearing.
I'm pretty proud of this. I love this. I saw it show up and I'm like, oh, I gotta get one of those.
Oh, guess what I found out today? Someone asked for my shirt as a birthday gift.
Yay.
Of course they did. Oh, hi,
Amazing.
Hazel.
Do you say hi to Goat? Tell Goat you're doing better.
I'm doing better.
Hello,
I'm
Hazel.
very happy to
Hi,
hear that.
Hazel.
Hello,
Goat is
Hazel.
actually
Hello,
Hazel.
everybody, Hazel. Hello.
He just hangs out with me by association. They're on the same wavelength. They're really smart.
Yeah.
He says hello.
The next generation is looking solid. So we've got the goat of Menendez here, the man that is in charge of the rules. And it was told to me that he would be the guy that would come on this show to appreciate Cactus Rack properly. So, goat, the floor is yours.
All right. Well, thank you. I'm just renaming myself appropriately. There we go. So Cactus Rack is an unstoppable force of nature who is handling, I don't know, 1,000 different things behind the scenes that nobody has any idea at any given moment. So whenever she's sort of like, hey, I'm asking her how she's doing, and she's like, I'm doing all right. What that means is, oh, okay. All of the things that you are, without blinking, that you're already taking, that you just sort of do without even acknowledging, but without even necessarily saying, oh, I got all this going on. She's already got that. And then on top of that, I step in and I'm like, okay. And what I try to just check in and see, how she is and if she needs anything, and just being a good friend. And but yeah, we just, she just gets it. There's a lot of things that I think we connected on about just stuff we've dealt with, stuff we are dealing with, the way we see the world, the way we are both fighters. When we see bullshit, we're like, we will step in. I've told many times I will cut anybody on her behalf. She would do the same for any of us. And I look forward to having to do that one day, because somebody's going to really deserve it. And I want to be the person that's just going to cut the person that,
There's gonna be a
in
line.
her way.
Yeah.
There's
And
As
going
we
to be
all
that
will. So we're all going to
like
be fighting
line.
with each other. Like
I feel protective of everybody in my life, Goat, but I'm like when I shared that picture of having you in like the Cobra clutch, and I meant what I said. I was like, if someone even looks at Goat the wrong way, I will break their nose. Like, don't even look at Goat the wrong way. That is my friend. That is Hazel's friend. That is one of the best guys I've ever known in my life. And as you all know, I hate men. So
as do I. So yeah, I was very thankful. I was like, that's one thing we really bonded over, is how much we both just hate men so much for many, many reasons.
Present
And it's
company
like,
accepted.
Exactly. Present company
Oh,
expected. We get it. When we say that, we know what we're talking about. And it's just like, we know that it's just a constant war every single day. So I'm like, what can I do to be an ally over here? And just direct me, and then, and we go from there. So man, I could sing praises all day, but if there's any specific questions, please let me know.
I feel like I have to sit here and praise you. Did you know that Goat is a mathematician? Did you know that Goat has the zine about math called Mathematics for Misfits?
And well, and Cactus is gonna, so I used the knockouts. I used to teach math for many years. I still tutor it. And in recent history, as soon as I started roller skating, I'm like, oh, this is everything I'm teaching, but it's from a first person perspective rather than looking at it from a book and looking at a graph. So I was like, this is a natural, perfect way. Why isn't anybody using this in their mathematics? So I started making problem sets about roller skating in my courses. And then I eventually started incorporating the knockouts into some of these problem sets. So I have a little animation of her going around the CKO track, and then you're like, okay, when does the jammer pass the blocker? And just pause the animation and write down the coordinates. And then coming up in the next one, if I may, so one thing that we again bonded over was this issue of how women's health, it's like bra sizing is a public health issue, because it's wrong. It's horribly wrong, and it leads to severe health problems in anybody that needs a bra. It has been like it's. So I had a friend that educated me over like European versus American sizing, and then well, and Cactus has written like a really nice, lengthy, like, hey, this is what I've surmised in doing so. Because when I was given this one chart and people are like resizing, I'm like, this is algebra. Like, okay, if you go up, say, a cup size, and then you have to compensate for band size, but there's this weird chart that you have to follow, and there's different ways where you need to do this. And if you're not fitted properly, it's going to really, you will have severe health problems. Almost everybody I know that has dealt with this has had health problems until they've been properly fitted. So that there will be a lot of math problems about bra sizing. There's one right now, and then there'll be more in the upcoming.
We're going to call a timeout.
Cactus is going to have a very nice intro for that.
Rian?
My apologies. I just want to put this out there. Everything that this man is saying is amazing. I've sat with him at derby practice and just going back and forth with like statistics and trying to figure out analytics. There were questions that I was asking him when I first got there, as far as how they were able to do stuff. I just like, every time I hear him speak, I'm just it's amazing. I know this is a Cactus thing, but just the fact that there's so many people that want to come on here and say so much is amazing to me in itself. But this particular thing, I started smiling. I was like, I've had this conversation with him. I already know how this is like sitting at a derby practice, watching all this. Like I've had this very
You can
conversation
talk
with him.
to the goat about anything because he gets it. I know this is supposed to be about me, but really this is about me because let me tell you, Goat and I spent an hour on FaceTime once going over the bullshit that bra companies will put you through. I showed him the difference in sizes and all the bras that I'd been given by one company. Like we got into it. All right, I gotta take the crown off. It's killing me.
Yeah,
And
there's a lot of
it's not
mathematics
even
there,
that. I
so-
mean, it's women's clothing sizes in general. It's just all
Yes,
crap.
exactly.
It's all
Oh
bullshit.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because
It's right
he
there.
has
You
to
That,
be
walk into
that
a
book.
men's
friends of-
clothing store and grab like one size off the rack, and that's one size. Period. That's one
Yeah.
size flat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
he
just
had
like,
asked me if his friends had mentioned it to him, and he's working on math problems. And I just went to this whole event because I have literal scars on my sides from bras, from the sizing being incorrect, from them being made cheaply. Even if you're paying a ton of money for them, they're made cheaply. And like the boning that they use and everything that they use to fake boning. Like having big boobs is a struggle. Okay, it is painful and it is torment. Just want you to know.
You need to have an entire episode devoted to listening to Cactus discuss this because
Yeah,
you know
I got words.
I feel like we
Exactly.
could have a boob show. I feel like that could happen. We could do that down the road. Why not?
But I mean, but the book club that Cactus started, right? It was fucking awesome. And then one book I had suggested, Threadbare, which Cactus is like, holy shit. And she already knew, I mean, of course, she knew like being just somebody who understands clothing like incredibly well. She already understood a lot of these principles and expanded on it. And just it's a book that links like oppression of labor and just so many like world problems can be linked to the clothing industry, especially fast fashion. And it was just this, like, it was just, I mean, the book is really hard to read because it's so infuriating. Like, you're going to want to just sit there and go out and just burn everything down reading it, but you need to. Everybody needs to. And she could speak to that for, I mean,
forever. Yes, if you'd like to join my book club, it is on Facebook. It is the Chicago Literary and Roller Skating Society. The cover photo is Salem from Sabrina the Teenage Witch saying, it says here, you're a total bitch. So yes, I have been trying to restart my book club among all the other things that I have going on. So
I want to be a part of that book club. I want to read.
actually, I cut some promos for the book club, in which I I was very drunk both times. Sorry, Hazel, because I got so nervous that I drank the pitchers of mimosas because I thought nobody was having fun. I was like, well, if I get really drunk, everyone's gonna have fun except me. I was very hungover. Hazel has this like a motorized unicorn scooter. And so we attached like a lead to it. And I sat on it waving like the queen and talking about the book and holding a bottle of wine as they dragged me down the driveway and ultimately into a patch of mud. So
that's the stuff, man.
it is.
Real
I've been
quick,
cutting promos for a long time.
what is that again? What is that again?
The Chicago Literary and Roller Skating Society.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You know, I was sitting here like, what are they going to find out that they don't already know about me? And apparently a few things.
I knew that this was going to happen. Goat, thank you. I feel like the Goat of Menendez bringing bra and mathematics into this thing might be the greatest segment we've ever had here on the Power Hour. I will remember this forever. You are welcome to stay as long as you want because you are the GOAT, and who am I to tell you to leave? So stay as long as you want, stay as short as you want, but we are going to bring in our next guest right now.
Thank you.
And I don't know how I feel about these guys. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm feeling like at this point right now, this might have been a tactical mistake. So joining the Power Hour right now, as we bring in
For the love of God.
It is, of course,
The workhorses.
the workhorses are
Well,
here
yeah.
on the Power Hour right now.
I say
To
To
that,
appreciate
Cactus
why?
Rack.
I don't see that. Where is this going?
Well, we're here to give you your roses. Isn't that what this is? We're here to tell you how cool you are, or whatever this is.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I mean, we're the champs. You're champion level. You're a knockout. I see
Yeah.
what you guys do. So why shouldn't we drop in?
That's fair. That's fair.
You know, they even wait to give you enough grief. So like, I figured I should get my stuff in and be nice before they give you more grief. You know?
Hey.
Suck
We're all
up
nice
while
in this, We'll be nice tonight. We can be somewhat civil to, support her and whatever
I regret this immediately.
wannabe sport she does,
Mm-hmm.
So
Whatever
much regret
sport.
right now. So
I'm
much.
not trying to.
They're gonna kick your ass.
So
I'm not
workhorses.
worried.
How important is Cactus Rack to the workhorses? I mean, you guys have crossed. I mean, you should be afraid that Marley Quinn is even within visual distance after the ass whipping she is going to give you. But why are you here? I mean, I asked you to come on to give Cactus some
Oh,
appreciation.
you asked. Steve.
I did. I asked the workhorses because I feel like they're good guys. They're just too stupid to understand how good they are. So I thought I'd give them an opportunity to appreciate Cactus and somehow atone themselves. So boys, appreciate Cactus Rack.
Wait, I'll let you start first because I feel like this is going to be the most fun way to do this.
You want me to start? All right. Well, one thing I can appreciate, Cactus, for a guy that gives a pretty mean clothesline, you gave a pretty mean one to Miles Mercer a few months back.
Sexy ass lariat is what that was.
Yeah, we'll call it whatever you want, Steve. I throw better lariats, but it was a pretty good one. You knocked his teeth down his throat. One thing we can't appreciate though is your disgust for motivational Mike. Let him motivate you.
Mike's my man. I love that guy.
We love the motivation that Mike gives us.
Motivation to throw up.
Are you going to
Why don't you take it away?
Fence?
I don't make challenges on podcasts. That's wasteful.
It's wasteful.
Wait, what?
No, but I mean, you asked how she's important to the workhorses, and it's not that she's important to the workhorses, it's that she's important to a company that the workhorses are involved with.
Mm-hmm.
Cactus does a lot of things at IPW that I don't think a lot of people realize.
Like put you in your place when you're getting out of line?
I thought you and I agree on things out there. It's always
We
when they
did
get in
agree.
your
So I'm
face.
confused as to why you're coming on here with your snarky backhanded compliments.
I've been nothing but nice. How am I?
What was
how am
it?
I
We don't
getting-
necessarily appreciate Cactus, but the company we work for appreciates her. What was that?
Well,
Hey,
the
as
workhorses don't
champions, as
appreciate
trio
any-
champions in the company, we have to show our appreciation on behalf of the company, all right?
Okay,
Yeah, we
then say it without bullshit.
What bullshit? We are being 100% honest.
I thought that was
We are
pretty
always
upfront. I
honest.
said, yeah, we never lie, never cheat, never do any of that.
Never lie,
bullshit.
we never cheat.
Mm-hmm.
Fair guys. We're fair.
Look, you see,
We're the workhorses.
we came on here and we were being nice and we're still getting yelled at. So this is why we don't be nice to people, Wade.
Yeah, we get yelled at because we show up.
You're getting yelled at because you
Bullshit
don't know
is
how to give compliments.
I
You're
complimented you on your lariat.
But there's no we appreciate this, but we don't appreciate this. No, you just say what you got to say and you're done.
I complimented you on your lariat. Come on now.
And my lariat is better than yours.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Bitches.
Do we gotta have a lariat challenge?
Yeah, we do. Let's go.
Oh,
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Wait,
I'm ready.
Wait, you gotta stop
What?
doing this. You gotta stop doing this.
You know what? The next IPW show.
Let's go.
Every time we're on here, you
One-on-one.
get us in
Wade
more
Evans,
trouble.
Cactus Rack.
Let's do it.
Rion, book it.
What do
Where's
you
Rihanna?
call yourself? The what?
The Star Attraction.
All right.
Star Attraction. Okay. I'll be Fatal Attraction.
I've had enough. Good night, workhorses.
Hey.
Goodbye, workhorses.
Get their
That was
asses off.
clearly
Get
the
them
biggest
off.
mistake
Get
of the
them off.
evening. And
Get
You
them
know
off.
what?
Get
No,
them
listen,
off.
listen though,
Get them
Cactus,
off.
me and you can take them two on easily.
Yeah.
I swear to God, we'd flush them turds down the toilet like now.
They'll be the outer
I'll do it.
workhorses.
I'll do it, man.
Let's do it. IPW. Next show. Book it, Rion. All right.
Rion, where you at?
Say bye.
Why is Rian? Bye. Why is Rian booking matches? Rian doesn't have power to book matches.
Sorry.
He's
The
informational
liaison.
liaison.
Let the booker of
Yeah, but you know the person who does, so let's get on that.
I don't understand. I'm sorry. Don't you guys have like multiple connections to multiple?
I call Michael Allen.
Yeah, call Michael
Call
Allen. Maybe
Michael
he'll
Allen.
do
book
something.
that match. I
Yeah,
got-
call him. He seems to be the one in charge. Call him. Call him. Call him.
Cactus, that's on me. I thought we could.
Yeah.
We could.
You
have-
thought they would behave?
I
It's a good
really
thing I know how
thought
to
they
do-
would
you-
be
It's a good thing
good.
I know how to deal with
That's the
stuff.
problem.
They are the drizzling shits. I am embarrassed. I'm sorry. Our next guest will be much better, I'm sure.
How many more?
Oh, we've got it. We're only at 7:30. We're only halfway home. Oh,
I'm already tired.
you better take something. You better keep awake.
I'm
I'm amazed that Marley and Turtle have lasted this long because it's just amazing that they want to be here for all of the shenanigans that are happening. And the goat,
Because I'm
I
fine.
thought the goat was going to be gone immediately. I'm like, he's going to be like, this doesn't add up. I'm gone.
No, goat can
Well,
hang.
And
I
Goat can.
do, I
guys
do
are
need to go
amazing.
eat
Thank
in
you
like
so
3
much.
minutes, but then I will come back if that's okay.
Also,
come back
goat,
with
please
that.
tell Christy that her April Fool's joke did get me, and I was like, good for her going on a motorcycle across the country.
I'm
Yeah,
always
it
down
actually
for
got a
it.
lot of people,
I'm always
so
down
thank
for
you.
the shenanigans.
Oh, by the way, Chris, his girlfriend Christy has an amazing online shop, EE Mercantile and Company, and you can get a lot of vegan and like organic and naturally made items. And if you've ever been to my house and used my soap, I probably got it from her. She's the best. She's got the best.
Thank you.
My lipstick is from her. The best stuff.
Thank you.
It's amazing. Red, this has gone fast and furious. We've got a few moments before our next guest arrives. I just want to make sure you're okay.
Hell no. I mean, me and Turtle just whooped their ass.
I
We did.
And you invited them on?
Well, I thought they said they had nice things to say. I should have known they were up to no
It's
good.
nice. It's nice sounding to them. That's the.
I mean, apparently they were in the mood to get their feelings hurt tonight. So
I mean, if they keep talking, that's not the only thing they hurt.
If it's any consolation, they're really mad right now. Good. A lot of hate happening behind the scenes on social media. They have said some very unsavory things about me for kicking them out.
Good, let them suffer.
This is my goddamn show.
I'm sorry, Red. It's on me.
You did them a favor.
I just know me and I saw Turtle's eyes. Turtle saw my eyes. It was go kick their ass all over again.
It just goes to show you don't have any idea what's happening the
Amazing
rest
that they
of the
came
way.
on here, considering the last time that I dealt with them in the audience. I put down 2 of them with my bare hands. Okay, so
Kinda
Mikey
why?
Peterson said I should have my hands registered as weapons.
I feel that's true.
Why?
Mike-
Why would you invite more vitriol from me?
I just thought that would make you feel empowered because you've kicked their ass repeatedly.
It made me feel really good.
That's what we do here. Our next guest is, of course, late because why would he be on time? So I'm going to send to the cast here. Marley, I was watching Marley while the workhorses were doing their nonsense. And I thought Marley was going to jump through the screen and beat the shit out of all 3 of them. Did you have some bad intentions toward the workhorses? Because I felt it.
Yeah, I was agreeing with what Cactus was saying. They were definitely giving some backhanded compliments. They thought they sounded nice, but then they really didn't. They were trying to come off nice, and yeah, I didn't like that at all.
And I will not be insulted by men who wrestle in sweats.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nothing nice comes out of their asses. Nothing.
That is
And I'm-
probably very factual.
And when I mean asses, I mean their mouths.
Yes. Same
It
thing.
would
Same thing.
have been weird if it was the other way.
All I know
Yeah,
is
there.
they better pray to God.
Standing on Wade. All right,
They-
sorry, Red.
They should never show up when this mob is together. Can you imagine the massacre that would take place? I don't give a damn if it's IPW, ARW, in the streets of Hammond, in the streets of Chicago. The three of them versus, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. Yeah, it's already a handicap. It's 2-on-1 already. And God forbid, everybody loves Cactus. I mean, shit. So you count. And fuck it. Just when the GOAT come back, he can do the math. But I already know the answer is
I'll
ass
bring
kicking.
dogs.
So
The
you gonna
goat
bring
has hope.
and the dogs. Oh,
I'll bring
shit.
my dogs.
Yeah.
And there's the link to the Chicago Literary and Roller Derby Skating Society. I say we all join and read books together. I think that would be amazing. Our next guest is finally here, and Turtle, I blame you.
Who is it?
So it's not my fault.
I blame you.
His shit updated. What can I say?
Will welcome the other half
Hi,
of KSW
Travis.
podcast. It is Travis T. Hello, Travis.
How do
Can't
you
hear
ye- how do you yell at me at 7:31 when you
We
tell
are
me
in time frame, Travis. I got chaos here. We're on a goddamn time frame. You're a minute late. You're fucking my shit up, man.
You just missed the workhorses.
You just missed the
No, he didn't.
horses.
I didn't miss much
You
then.
didn't
I'm
miss-
okay.
That is fair. You did not miss much. Only Quinn getting pissed off is what you missed, and that's scary business. Any way you cut it.
Quinn got pissed off.
Marley got up. Marley was about ready to jump the workhorses through the internet.
You may not have met me, Marley Quinn, yet.
I don't know.
Oh, gotcha. I was thinking Whittick.
No,
Like,
not
instantly.
there's only one Marley Quinn, and she's
Missed
right
my-
here in this room.
I know, but when you say Quinn, my mind just goes straight to Whittick because that's the only Quinn.
It should not
outside
go
of-
to Whittick. It should go to Marley Quinn. She is the badass of the Chicago Knockouts. She will
And
kill
she's
you with a hammer.
way better looking.
Oh, is that the one with the big ass hammer at IPW?
Okay, all right. No, Travis, we're not going here right now. No. Stand down. Appreciate Cactus. Don't say stupid things.
I love Cactus.
I see.
The only reason I'm here is to appreciate Cactus.
And this is your forum, sir. This is your 10 minutes.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, 10. I probably got like 45 seconds.
Listen, the workhorses had 6.5 because they were dumb. I will mute the fuck out of you and I'll get you out of here if you be dumb.
No.
I got a short leash right now.
God, fucking, how long has Turtle been on here?
Turtle's been here since day one. He's an USO right now.
Oh God. Oh, so dumb. All right, Cactus. So this is your appreciation show. So awesome. Well deserved. I think I talked about this when I was on the show before that we actually met. I want to say it was like either like 2019. I think it was about 2019.
Yep.
When you were training at SCW.
Mm-hmm.
And-
We did.
Yes.
And you friended me on Facebook and then you deleted me.
No, that's a complete lie. 100%.
You did.
100%. I don't delete anybody off.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I don't delete anybody off of Facebook. Actually, I
Trust
don't
me,
even,
I'm polarizing. It's shocking people have held on as long as they have.
no, if you're not friends with me on Facebook, then it's not me. I promise you that I do not delete anyone off Facebook. I think I have a workhorse as a friend on Facebook. I don't.
I will friend you again.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. But even when I met you then, total fucking badass, 100% a badass. And I saw like I don't know how to explain this. Because obviously you were fairly new to it. I knew about the roller derby thing back then. I knew you had a history in it. I didn't know you physically still did it.
Mm-hmm.
And then in my mind, I kept thinking like, well, then obviously she knows how to, get the shit kicked out of her. At the same time, she knows how to kick the shit out of somebody. So wrestling is perfect.
Yes.
And then I think around the pandemic where everything like started going to hell and everything, they didn't have the school anymore and you weren't really around. And I didn't hear much about you until you joined the Power Hour.
Yeah.
And then they started talking about roller derby and everything. And I know, I don't know if Marley Quinn ever heard the things I said about roller derby. Hopefully you did not, because those were.
I don't think I have.
Deadly.
I have.
You stupid boy, what are you dumb?
I have.
It's his funeral.
we gotta, I'm gonna be honest here because
Go ahead. So you want me to help you with this?
no, it's okay, man. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, how about ask them if they listen? Ask them if they listen to the podcast.
No,
Go
do
ahead,
not
ask.
ask anybody here. No, it's appreciation night. Appreciate Cactus, goddammit.
So allow me really quickly to fill in why you didn't hear from me during that time.
Yeah.
So 2 months before the pandemic set in.
Are we talking about Pam Danick from roller derby?
I was in a bout, and I, as you know, I'm a bit of a scrappy person, bit of a brawler, and someone hit me out in the first jam, and I was so pissed that I chased them down and hit them out, pounced on them. I'm sorry, Johanna, I love you more than anything in the world. And I paid for it. I skated that entire bout with a major concussion that did not set in until after the bout. I lost vision in both of my eyes. My arms, my neck, and my throat went numb. And it took me months into the pandemic to recover from it. And the day before the pandemic set in, my father died. And so I stopped everything. And that's why you didn't hear anything about me. Also, I pissed off Payne on Facebook, so he blocked me. So I was like, well, I'm not coming back. So there you go.
Gotcha. Well, and I can understand that. Obviously, I don't know what that's like going through that, so I do apologize that you had to live through that. But obviously, being a strong person you are, you're still moving forward, which is incredible. But then when I saw that the Power was talking about roller derby and everything, obviously me being a dick, just took it as an opportunity to make jokes, and they weren't funny jokes. I mean,
it's true.
They were funny jokes, but they're not funny anymore because no,
They didn't age well, right?
What's up?
They didn't age well.
No, I mean they were funny. They're just not funny anymore. It's I mean when I said it, I marked out to myself. But after, I mean, obviously, I'd say, and again, I gotta thank C Red for this, because listening to what C Red said a couple weeks ago on the Power Hour about me helped me really reflect on a lot of shit I said and a lot of things I've done, and kind of helped me grow a little bit on some things that we're doing. And obviously everything that happened at IPW with C Red helping me and Turtle being there and everything kind of showed me how like maybe I was taking too many liberties with the things I said with certain people that it was just uncalled for. I can focus more on the LIM and the workhorses who deserve it, not so much you guys who are wonderful people. But one of the cool things, one of the things I really like more about you, Cactus Jack, is not even the stuff, Cactus Rack, not even the stuff beyond. It's beyond. It's beyond the roller derby and it's beyond the Power Hour and everything. But it's one of the things I noticed from going to Rocket Pro Wrestling and seeing you at the side of Hot Rod and stuff like that. Not only like I guess IPW too. Not so much just you're sitting there at the merch table. You're going out to the matches and everything. It's a really cool support system that he has that you created. It's something that I'm not a big fan of being a single guy. I always had the ambition of finding like that perfect somebody. And it was weird because like when I saw you out the ring, which I think that was your ring debut at Rocket Pro Wrestling, I just saw the support that you were giving it. and it wasn't it wasn't so much a character. It wasn't so much, it was you being there for your guy. And like half the time, half the match, obviously I'm watching Hot Rod breaking a toy fist across somebody's face. But seeing the support that you gave him, and I was like, that's fucking cool. Like that was really awesome. And then at IPW, seeing you there for a brief period and having the girl behind me eating chicken wings and shit like that, just seeing how, you know, how great as a mother
The
you
girl, do you mean Hazel?
Sure, I don't know her name. I don't meet people. I don't really meet people. But yeah, she was
You were
eating chicken.
here and then you went down here. It was so good, and then you just fucked it all up.
I don't know
No.
people's names. Okay, question. When have you ever introduced me to Hazel?
I don't really introduce her to men.
See?
Also
Exactly.
fair.
And and honestly, can anybody fault me for that? There's a lot of fucking
No, but you
No.
could refer to her as like your daughter. You
Yeah.
know, there wasn't a better way of saying it.
It could have been a niece. It could have been a friend's child that she was watching.
Okay, we don't need to apologize our way out of this.
Considering the
Travis.
fact that nothing alike, it's easy to mistake her for not mine.
Listen, when I turned around, all I saw was a box of chicken wings. I didn't make contact with the face of the child holding it. I just knew, oh, look, small hands. It's either a child or Turtle. And Turtle was sitting right next to me. So I know it wasn't him behind me.
Quicksand. The faster you run, the deeper you sink. Travis, I'm going to cut you off here.
No, don't cut me off.
No, I got to cut you off
Let
because
him
our
finish.
next
Let
guest
him
is
finish.
here.
Oh,
Let him
geez.
finish.
All right,
Let me finish, man. I think it's amazing what you're doing, not only in your personal life, but in your professional life, and developing this character out of roller derby into the wrestling business. I think is incredible too, and it's a whole new challenge. I think you're really exceeding at.
Thank you.
So, and I do want to apologize for all the funny yet mean jokes I made about roller derby, referring to it as a sixth grader's birthday party, or not a sport. I do take all that back. It was rude of me, and I do want to go see a roller derby matchup.
Will accept your apology, provided that you come to a practice and skate with us.
Yes, go to a practice.
I need to be there. I need to see this.
It's like a practice where I watch from afar.
Oh,
No. No, you gotta be in the middle of the ring.
I'll watch with you. Sit with me. I'll watch with you.
Put some skates on.
I don't
And then
do
when it's
I
done-
don't do skates.
Oh, you don't?
No. No, I'm an adult. I'm just kidding. Seriously, okay, that was my last joke.
A whole bunch of shit for someone.
I'm sorry, that was a joke. I didn't mean that.
We'll allow you to wear you can wear your shoes, but you're still running everything with us,
Yeah.
and we're gonna be
Oh, ma'am, I don't run. If you've seen me, clearly running is not one of my ways of motion.
you can walk. It's okay.
You
So,
can see,
what do you know?
for us.
What do you know about sports?
I don't know nothing about sports.
Yeah, it's like
well, this is gone.
Not a damn thing. This is going wonderful, Steve. How dare you?
Great.
You-
I got to
Run
get
it on
on
themselves.
I appreciate Travis.
Yeah.
Travis and I give each other shit. It's okay.
It's okay. You
Steve,
can
you're making this work. This is your problem, Steve. You make things worse, man, by being like, oh, this blew up. This is going horrible. No, man. I just spent like 8 minutes doing a compassionate speech about somebody. And you're like, oh, well, he's fucking this up. It's like, hell no, man. Crush that shit. And you know it.
All right, you crushed it. Congratulations.
Monster.
I want you to
Thank
go
you.
to roller
Thank you.
derby and tell them all it's sixth grade shit. That's what
I said, I apologize for that joke. It was
Good
a
luck
horrible
with
joke,
that.
and I apologize.
Well, you'll have to come out to a bout at the very
100%. I will find a helmet and possibly some type of knee
We have
pads.
all the gear you need.
We have all of it.
you need. Yep.
Excellent. Hopefully you have Spanx as well, because I can rock that shit.
Okay.
Might be able to find some.
You
have
can
butt
hear the JFW podcast on Tuesday mornings on social media. They share it. It's also on Podbean and many other podcasting delights. Listen to JFW, or Travis will tell you to fuck yourself. Travis, you can stay, you can go, but we got to bring in Cactus's son because he's been waiting for a minute.
My son.
Cactus has a son?
She does. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the program. He was actually on time and we're running late. It is none other than Russell All-Time Hello, Russell.
Hello.
Give love to your mom.
Greetings,
Russell.
everyone. The master of the shuffle has arrived.
No. No.
Not 100%
I thought-
accurate.
I thought you were in support of the shuffle. It's bad enough that a-hole husband of yours isn't. I thought you were on the right side of history.
What are you talking about?
The shuffle.
Whose husband? I don't have a husband.
I thought you and Andy were married.
No. If I have to have this cut, okay, I'll do it again. Do you see a ring on this finger? No. Has he put the effort into asking? No. Therefore, I do not have a husband or a fiance. When he feels like putting his big boy panties on, it'll change. The end. Till then, I am not.
Well,
I'm taken, but I am not a fiance. I am not anybody's wife.
forgive me
Okay,
for my
Russell,
mistake.
continue.
Forgive me for my. But you know what? It's not even about me or Hot Rod today. I came
Nope.
on here to give praise to Cactus Rack for
Thank
being I don't even know where to start. For being a genuine supporter, for being a very caring person,
Thank you.
and being an all around good person that I've met. There's a lot of good people that I've met in the wrestling world, but I would say you're on more on the top end of the list.
Thank you. That means so much.
I would put Steve in there too, but he shuffled over me when I lost my beer drinking competition against Sean Danger. So
Not
Steve
about
isn't.
me. It's about Cactus. Give Cactus the love. She's your mom, for Christ's sake.
She is, which is why I give her the praise. I can't give any praise to you, Steve.
Can you mix in a light? I mean, you have a light. You have to have a light in your car if that's where you're at. No, we can't see you. What are you, John Cena? What the hell is going on here? There we go. That a boy.
You're not meant to see me, Steve. I have superpowers.
I have no idea what you're saying. More
I have
love for
superpowers.
Cactus Rack. Why do you love her? Why is she important to you? These are the things we need to know.
Well, first off, I started realizing how much of a caring person she was after my match with Chip Walker, because I don't think I had ever really talked to her that much before then, but after the match, it was for the HCW title, and I had took some nasty German suplexes during the match. She asked me after, she's one of the first people to come up to me and ask me was I okay, and she was telling me how she thought I had actually hurt my neck and everything, and she was telling me to make sure I go to the doctor and everything. I'm like, wow, she's more concerned about my health than I was.
Yeah. They were nasty.
And the other time, of course, was the ladder match.
Yes.
That told me
I almost flew across the concession stand when you landed in that corner. That was one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen.
Cactus was mad.
I was mad. I was very upset.
It was so crazy because during that moment, it didn't hurt to me really. But after the fact, after I saw how it looked to everyone else on video, that's when I realized okay, I can see why people thought I might have been dead.
Yeah, it was scary. It was scary. It was scary. And then you puked under the ring.
No, I didn't puke.
You sure?
No, I know for sure I didn't puke.
That's what the ref was telling everybody. So,
no.
But it was scary.
Russ, are you all right, Russ?
Sorry, I had to almost hit a tree.
God, so much of this looked great on paper and did not age well once we actually got here.
No, the thing was, people already talk about my driving for being bad enough, so I didn't want to give them any more ammo.
So you're driving right now. You can't pull over and give us 10 minutes. All I asked for was 10 minutes, man.
That's what I'm going to do, to pull over.
You are a man child like I have never seen before.
I try to be.
I keep waiting for you to say, "Can we see the rabbits?" That's what I keep waiting for.
What does that
Uh,
even
we
mean?
don't we don't care about rabbits where I'm from, Steve. We care about pizza.
Read a damn book. Read a book. Anyway, Russ, I asked you
Yeah.
on here for very specific reasons. I have heard Cactus on this show more than one time refer to you as her son. She doesn't refer to anybody. I mean, we know and love Hazel, but for her to claim you as her own, nobody else gets that. What does that mean to you?
Well, to me, I would say words are one thing, but when you actually see a person like demonstrating the stuff that they're preaching, it really makes you appreciate them, and it makes you realize how serious they are when they tell you something. So like when she tells me she looks at me like a son, and then she actually shows it by like making like being one of the first people every time I have a master check on me, and then like even messaging me after and like pressuring me and keeping me making sure I go to the doctor and everything and get checkups. Like you don't get that type of care from just anybody, especially in the wrestling world. So to actually get that stuff from somebody that's actually like saying it and doing it is it really like it puts me in a special spot, and it makes me realize I'm dealing with like an honest person.
Aw. Well, see, for me, it's because like when I first started coming to Wrestle League practices with Andrew, I would always be sitting in the corner by myself because I couldn't wrestle or anything. I hadn't been cleared from my concussion, so I was just in there. And you would always just come over and start talking to me about just the most random stuff. It was just he did not do the shuffle, but it was just really nice to not just be like, oh, there's Hot Rod's girlfriend, like you were always so genuine and you were always so nice. And like, you're my son. You're my son.
The thing was, it's like I like talking to people because it's like there are so many different like opinions and perspectives. I like getting to know like different people's ones because I feel like going to like talk to people, especially it gets a little harder, especially like on like a practice day or like show days, because it's a lot of people that you don't know. But it's like once you like break the ice and actually start talking to some people, you actually realize you're around a lot of cool people.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't judge a book by its cover.
You okay, Russ? Are you pulled over? What are you doing now?
I'm pulled over. I'm hooking up my phone charger.
All right, that's good. That's good. Do you have any final thoughts before I let you go?
I
mean, you got a lot of people here. You got C Red, who thinks you're an idiot for doing what you did in the ladder match. You got Marley Quinn, the legendary knockout. You got the Turtle. You got Natasha Crane and the Maestro. There's a lot of people here.
Turtle's here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Now that's the guy I wanted to see, Steve. I just wanted to give you a forewarning. There's a such thing as business, and then there's a such thing as good business. Me and Mr. Turtle have some very good business coming soon. If you think one person doing the shuffle is too much for the world to handle, Steve, we might as well call it Armageddon and get ready to pack our bags because there's going to be two people doing the shuffle.
Is Turtle doing the shuffle?
Well, I don't want to spoil anything, but there's a possibility.
Oh,
I hope so.
I mean, I did do it at the last Rocket Pro show over Kevin Cade.
I was very disappointed in myself because that was the one moment where I went outside and I missed it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still mad about that. But I guarantee you, Steve, there will be lots of shuffles between me and Mr. Turtle. We might even have to get C Red involved as much as he does. I think C Red.
I don't know.
Speaking of C Red, I think C Red actually likes to dance. I just think he's working the gimmick of hating it. But I think he secretly likes to dance. I think, you know what? I would go so far as to say when he goes to shower every day, he might find himself shuffling in the bathroom. But we'll never know.
First of
You
all,
shuffle in the shower?
I'd be damned if I do that. I hated the fucking Cabbage Patch when it came out. So you think just because you rename it and try to repackage that shit, I'm gonna like it now? No.
So I just don't understand what's not to like about it.
Because it's a stupid ass fucking dance. It was stupid then. It's stupid now, and you trying to everybody do the show. No, fuck that. I'd rather do the cha-cha slide, goddamn it.
That's the classic.
Here's what
Like
you
the
got to
cha-cha slide.
understand. Here's what you got to understand, Mr. Red. Everyone loves the show. The older
No.
people, the kids, people my age, we all love the show. I guarantee you there's no one besides you in this phone call that doesn't like the show.
And that's fine. But I guarantee you, outside of me, the maestro, and Steve, we the oldest fuckers here. We saw that shit when it came out. Thought it was stupid then.
It was
We
dumb
not
then.
doing that
It's
shit
more
now.
dumb now. Yeah, he's right. He's not
Like,
wrong.
why the fuck would we want? Why would we want to do a dance named after a goddamn dog? Thank you, Rion.
Yeah, they're moonwalk.
Okay, this is what I'm curious. Why was it called the Cabbage Patch?
I have no fucking
Nobody
idea.
knows.
Like, what does it have
Nobody
to do?
knows. It just came out and everybody, and it was like, what is that? It's the Cabbage Patch.
Well,
Really?
see, here's the thing. The Cabbage Patch is a totally different thing in itself. The
Oh,
Russell show,
this is the Vanilla Ice theory about under pressure right now.
Man,
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, right.
got
I hope
another
it's
guess.
wrong.
And we got another guess. And we got another
Wait,
guess.
what?
Don't
know,
we
the
have
shuffle-
another guess?
All right, so let me tell you why Russell has been allowed to run his mouth so long. I had a guest set up at 7:50, but his monkey ass fell asleep. So, Skylar Reed, when you watch this, I brought you in because of your video gaming and your knitting and your
Stop. Stop.
He was supposed to be here.
No.
I had a commitment.
No. Steve, we're going to discuss the term that you used to refer to Skylar.
What did I say? What did I use?
We're not going to discuss it here. Move on.
Move on. We'll move on. So we're going to go to our next guest because it's the 8:00 hour. Russ, you can stick around if you want to.
Oh, and more guests.
If you liked
I have another
Russell,
one.
then you won't like this at all. I'm not going to like this, but he's here.
Who?
So we're going to let him come in.
Who's not going to like
Oh.
what?
Who's coming?
Oh, it's Damian Saint.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Rocket Pro General Manager, the illustrious Damian Saint.
Oh, we bringing Saint in here?
Mr. Saint, how are you this evening? I think Mr. Saint is having some Wi-Fi issues.
Connecting.
He's connecting. So we had to bring him here because, we were fortunate enough to have Cactus Rack at Rocket Pro, and that was all thanks to the general manager who's making moves and selling out shows.
We ever hear from him?
He's coming. I swear to God, he's there. He's been on this show before. He knows what he's doing. He's had sellout after sellout. He's the people's general manager.
All he's missing is the shuffle.
He doesn't need a eventually those skipping dots. Hey, he's back. Hello, Mr. Saint.
Hello, Stephen.
Thank you for joining us tonight in appreciation of Cactus Rack. The floor is yours for the next 10 minutes. I would like you to appreciate Cactus if you can.
Really quickly, are there any more guests after this?
Oh, yes.
When do I get to go to bed?
We're in the final stretch. We've reached the
No
back
offense,
nine.
Mr. C. They did not prepare me for this.
We
This is
are
Brad's sign,
appreciating the
Cactus.
shit out of you, Mr. Saint, if you will.
Stephen, quick question.
Yes.
Am I the last guest? Or is
No.
it Cactus after me?
No, you are not the last.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Cactus. I was going to try to end this really quickly for you, but I'm going to speed it up for you. Cactus, you're so much better than Steven. He interrupts you all the time. He's completely disrespectful, and you deserved better.
Thank you. What would better be?
You're welcome. What's that?
What would better be?
I'm sorry.
What would better be?
What would better be?
Mm-hmm.
Steven not being there.
Oh.
You were running the show.
I was gonna, say if you start a podcast, I could hop on over there. But doesn't C Red run this podcast?
This is Steven's podcast, since he acts like he runs everything.
I not really.
Okay, Cactus, I appreciate that. I will take it under consideration.
Okay.
But I greatly appreciate you. Thank you for everything you do for Rocket Pro Wrestling.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Absolutely.
That was it. That was it.
What do you have to say?
And he left.
He didn't even come. He didn't even come in here and shuffle. He should be ashamed of himself.
I thought he was going to say many more things. I mean, one of those standing room shows was because Cactus Rack was in attendance. I'm pretty sure.
Oh no, nobody cares about me. It's
That
fine.
was
I believe
that,
it.
that was abrupt. Well, he is allotted some free time, so we are going to go around the room, and anything you want to talk about is on the table because we got about 8 minutes before the next wave of guests arrive. Let's start with Marley Quinn, who is still
Yes.
here, and you are the champ.
I'm hoping that you're gonna have somebody be popping in here in a second because
I'm
See.
begging for it at this point. I'm running out of
I
time.
don't know what's yeah. I thought she was, but maybe not. We'll see. But yes, enjoying my time listening to Cactus.
You are the best of friends and phenomenal knockout to be sure. Turtle, what about you? What do you think?
I'm thinking this actually turned out pretty well.
Yeah.
It's not like a shit show that I talked about earlier in our chat.
It actually was organized to a certain extent. Yes, there were a couple of moments where I was a little worried about where it was going, and I was regretting some of the decisions I had made. But the way it started with Red, Turtle, and Marley was amazing. So if you miss everything else, that was amazing. And then when Natasha Crane it just got better as we went, and I'm so thankful that everybody was able to come here tonight. And Cactus, I hope you understand what I have tried to tell you for a long time. Your reach in this world is big. You touch lives, you improve lives, you make things better. Everything you touch is a little better for you having touched it. And that's kind of where I was going tonight. The common denominator is you have made everybody that is testimonied tonight better in some way. So I want you to understand that although there are times that you don't feel it, you are one of the most beloved people that I know. And it was not difficult getting people to want to come on here. Natasha, Marley, Turtle, C Red, Rion, and even the workhorses, as ignorant and stupid as they are, they were glad to be a part of it. And speaking about glad to be a part of it, let's bring in the next guest because we got more.
How many more?
It's as if Marley was forecasting the future. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only Leica fucking boss.
Oh! What's up?
Hi, boss.
Hi, Cactus. I love you.
I love you. I miss you.
I know I miss you too. It's so different without you. We need you. Seriously.
Thursday, Hazel finally tested negative.
Okay, good. Okay, cool. Actually, wait. This Thursday I'm gone, but
God damn
next
it.
Thursday I'll be there. Next Thursday though.
All
I know
right,
I'm
all
going to
right.
Austin. I'm going to Austin for the
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm
I
jealous.
know. It's
But
okay.
I'm gonna try to go in October.
Dude, yeah. And I think
Yeah.
some of them want to fly in for us too, which will be rad. So
Yes.
yeah, once it gets nicer out because they're all scared of the cold.
Yeah.
It is a whole knockout reunion right now. We've got Marley Quinn, we've got Like a Boss, we've got Cactus Rack. Let us speak of the roller derby sisterhood. I have seen the power of it. It is a real thing.
Yes,
Like
it
a Boss, you're a badass. Tell us about your love for Cactus Rack.
Oh man. I mean, she just inspires me. She's taught me so much about wrestling and I mean, there's just so much I didn't realize that I didn't know. And I've been doing this a really long time, like since 2010, and I've been fighting on skates and doing all that, TXRD kind of stunt stuff. But I just think that she is just another level. Like, it's just like she's got a whole other kind of vibe about it, and I dig it. Like, I'm not used to being able to talk and fight, you know what I mean? Normally it's like just on the track, but she does both. Like, she's a whole personality that I completely admire and love.
Thank you.
Great. Yeah, man, teach me how to do that.
I want to.
For real.
Go.
Yeah.
It was so remarkable when the knockouts came to IPW. And, IPW is a pretty great show, and the superstars do their thing. But when the knockouts came with riding crops and mallets and all the shenanigans, those people didn't know what fucking hit them. And it was the biggest, most spectacular thing I've seen in wrestling. And it's the marriage of the knockouts and wrestling. It's like seamless. When are you guys going to just say, you know what, let's do this? When is Like a Boss, Marley Quinn, Cactus Rack going to challenge the workhorses for the trios titles? Because I want that shit booked tomorrow.
I've already told Cactus that I want to do tag team with her. I want to but I want to be on skates.
Awesome. You
Yeah,
want
right? Duh.
we can take on.
I would actually, I would be down. If I had you guys
I've
as my
been, like-
backup, I would be down. I don't think I would
I've
want to do
been
it by
binge
myself.
watching Glow lately. I am down, dude. I'm down for all of
have to
it.
be like extra Freebird rules because we'd have to include Natasha. Say hi, Natasha. Say hi to boss.
Totally.
What's up, Natasha?
I'm
You
down.
have to be like, it would kind of have to be
Do
no
it.
rules because I don't know the rules and I don't care to know
Yeah, I
them.
don't know the rules.
Fuck the rules.
Fuck
them all.
day.
Fuck them all.
I told you guys tonight at the beginning of the show, there were people that were going to come in and say nice things about you that were doing things in their real life. And they said, no, don't worry, Steve. We will find a way to get there. And although she's a little later than she expected, boss, right after Marley said she was going to do it, it's like, you know what? I got to do this, but I will be there. And that's what you mean to people. They are changing their plans to come show their love to you. And that is the sisterhood of the knockouts. And that's what I find the most amazing.
I'm really going to start crying here.
Good. Yes. That's what we want. Do it. Because that's a challenge. That's some kind of trophy that I feel like.
Right? Right.
I should give you a little lapel pin for that.
I'll make you one, but like I really don't think people understand like how much of my life I felt unloved, including by my own family. And so like it's all like fuck you guys.
Right back, ho, right back.
Love you.
Amazing. Yeah, fuck you back.
Like I've never felt good enough for anybody, like friends wise, romantic wise. Like I've always felt like I've had to try so hard to have any value because nothing that I had was good enough for anybody. And like this, I'm really fucking crying, you guys. And like this is just like the little girl in me that didn't have any friends and didn't have like anyone that listened. It just, you guys have no idea how much this means to me. No, God, I ugly cry.
You're gonna make me cry, just so.
No, you
But
really are loved, Cactus.
We
really,
love you, seriously.
like more than you
are
know.
Worth
and you-
it. Every
Yeah.
little bit of you is more
like
than worth.
I've had food poisoning for a while now, and I feel like shit. But I came here because I was like, fuck, what
for
time is it?
fuck's
I
sake.
gotta go. Oh my God.
Well, if she jumps off and jumps back, we
Like
understand.
a boss came in and just went, fuck you. We're crying right now.
We're crying, man. Thank you for
But-
giving me what I want.
You're welcome. You're
But
welcome.
it's-
I feel
it's
I
like
want
what
a
we
pat
say.
because like I
Poison
made Cactus cry.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did it first.
Poisoning
Uh,
I did it first.
I was so sick, and Hazel was like a year. I was so sick. She was sitting there screaming for me to come get her, and I was so sick I couldn't sit up. I was like, "I'm sorry, I'm the worst mother in the world."
Oh, come on.
Cactus.
Yeah.
I
We've
know,
had
it's like, come on, dude.
we've had this talk before.
I know.
all of those people, they didn't deserve you.
Fuck them.
Even your family. And trust me, I understand. I've told you that. I believe everybody is in anybody's life for a reason. For a reason. If they couldn't appreciate what they had in front of them, whether it's family, romantic, or what have you, like you said, fuck them. Here's a group of people on here now and have been, and maybe we got more.
Oh, we got more.
But we appreciate and love what you bring into each of our lives. Again, I can't speak for anybody else, and I'm not, but you saved my fucking life. I don't take that fucking lightly.
I know.
Here is a woman, and let's just fucking call it what it is, and please, nobody be offended. Here's a white woman that I have just met, and she reached out in my darkest fucking moment, yet family didn't fucking do it. The boys who've I've been in this business for over 20 fucking years didn't fuck, and I'm not gonna say all of them, but you reached out that moment. I don't know if it was divine intervention or what have you, but you did it. You are here for a reason. Yes, it's to kick everybody's ass
there
on the track.
Everybody.
Yes, it's to be a great mother to Hazel. Yes, it is to be a wonderful co-host on our wonderful show. But more importantly, you are here for a reason. All of us embrace that reason. We want you to know that guess what? As earlier, put Cactus aside. Fuck this. If Rachel needs us, we here. Just like she's here for us.
Absolutely.
We love you. Understand. That's what this whole appreciation thing is about. We love you.
That's a big L. That's a big
If
L.
we
and a
could
big
all, if we could all jump through the fucking screen and give you a big ass hug, we would. It'd be one
And
big
we
ass hug.
Air hug. Air
Group hug. Everybody group hug. Everybody group hug.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
Group hug, goddamn it.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, Riyadh's giving a group hug.
There we go. See, even we are doing the group hug.
Even Riyadh's doing it.
Maestro,
Even
did
Riyadh.
you do the group hug?
All right.
Maestro, do the group hug, goddamn.
Come on, Maestro. Group hug. There he is.
There we go. There we
You
go.
Sexy
All right.
motherfucker, you. All right. We're going to bring in the final guest of the evening. It's only half, but it's the best I could do, but it's a great half. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the last guest of the evening. Maybe. It is one half of the Wrestle League Tag Team Champions. The Bro! Bro! Where you at, bro? Come on, bro.
Appear, bro.
Man, I set him up and come on, man.
That is so funny.
Well, he's there. He'll come.
It made me ask permissions and stuff. I was all ready to go, and then all of a sudden it's like, yo, by the way, it's being recorded. And like, just so you know,
Don't
I'm like,
do
yes,
stupid.
yes, accept. Let me in already.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you, please.
You're here.
I couldn't bring you in until Red was finished.
That's fine. That's fair enough. I was waiting patiently.
Bro,
you're my final guest tonight for a
Yeah.
reason. I need you to take us home. Appreciate Cactus Rack.
Well, Cactus Rack made us feel loved from like, I don't even know exactly how we became friends exactly. It was kind of like we were both at the same places and we'd be like, hey, what's up? And, you know, kind of little by little, just kind of vibe. And that's, you know, I feel like that's how a lot of friendships are made, is just kind of, you know, you're there and you're vibing. And next thing you know, you're hugging each other every time you see each other. And yeah, Cactus Rack is a badass. And I'm glad that she's on my side because I don't want to die. I'm glad a lot of you are on my side because I don't want to die. And I think Chad would agree with me if he wasn't stuck at work.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So Deadass, thank you so much for making us feel loved. You know, you've always, like, you're like a wrestler back there. You're like one of the famskis. You know what I mean? You're not just there with Andy. You're there, and we're always happy to fucking have you in the back. And it always like I see you in the back. And I'm like, all right, cool. We can vibe now. We don't gotta worry. We got homies back here. We good.
Yes.
It was the same thing. Same thing when, like, the first time we were pretty nervous about doing the derby, you know, first time, but you were there and Andy was there and we were like, all right, we can vibe, you know. They can vouch for us. We're not just some weirdos. We're weirdos with a purpose, damn it.
Exactly.
Weirdos with a purpose. Very true.
I love that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that just in general, we appreciate the fuck out of you and don't want you to change ever. You're a great person. We appreciate having you as a friend, and we're happy to have met you. Definitely.
I'm gonna cry again.
I'm
And
just,
that
yo,
is unfortunate because now you have to wrap this up.
I
because
do.
You have to talk about all the things that happened to you tonight. I mean, from Marley jumping on with Turtle and us at the beginning and staying in the entire fucking time, to Like a Boss coming in at the end and fucking knocking that shit right out of the fucking park. It doesn't get any better than this. If you don't feel appreciated, then I failed.
I know I feel very, very appreciated. And I was pleasantly surprised by the people that appeared tonight. And just to summarize, ultimately, like, what I just bawled my eyes out about before Eric jumped on is that, like, I'm someone who has spent a lot of my life feeling alone and unloved. And that's why I show so much love to other people, because I don't ever want anybody to feel the way I've felt in my life. And I joined roller derby because I had divorced my ex-husband. I'm not allowed to talk about him legally, fucking divorce paperwork. But, like, ultimately, what happened with that was that he was having an affair with my best friend of 10 years. And I kicked him out and they moved in together. And I lost my ability to trust everyone around me. I pushed a lot of people in my life out, people that hadn't abandoned me when I became a mother at 24 because I wasn't fun anymore. And it has taken me until it was like another 3 years before I joined roller derby. And it took me a few years in roller derby to start pulling my walls down to allow people into my life. Because I never felt that I could trust anybody. I never felt that anyone really wanted to be my friend. I never felt that anyone really loved me. And between roller derby and wrestling, it is like, and this whole thing is like one of the most affirming things I've ever experienced as someone who struggles with mental illness as much as I do, and who is exhausted every day from living with it and feeling like the universe is telling me that I have no reason to be here. This was really, really touching. It means so much to me, and I'm going to hug the shit out of every single one of you when I see you. And fuck you for making me cry.
Dude, we love you so much, and we're not going fucking anywhere. Fucking love you. Seriously.
Love you.
I That sounds terrible, but names and addresses, please. Swear to God.
She'll do it too. She'll go house to
Yeah,
house.
no, for real.
That's not
I'm
a lie.
laughing, but it's like I'm trying to chill laugh. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, seriously, you have friends that are not going anywhere. We love you. We trust you. We have your back like you have ours.
Leon, I see you got your microphone on. You got something?
You did a really good thing today.
Yeah.
I'm even a good thing today. I just hope you understand how good of a thing you did today. I'm going to jump off again, but just know that you did a really good thing. You should be proud of this.
It's a masterpiece.
And he's gone like the whiz.
Right.
I feel like Diana Ross and Michael Jackson just walked out of the building. He's the whiz. That is him for sure. Before we go, I'm going to go around the room because some people just jumped on, like the bro, and some people have been here since the minute we started. And I want to get final thoughts because I've been thinking the whole show as I've listened to people talk and show love. I'm trying to think in the 3 years Red and I have been doing this, if I ever had something that I'm going to look back on and be more proud of than this show. This is a community coming together to rally and support and love one of their own. And my God, did they do it in such spectacular fashion. And, it's just so amazing. The love that I felt here going towards you tonight. I'm so thankful we had the opportunity to do it. So I'm going to start with the Turtle, who's been here as long as we have. Turtle, your final thoughts on what you witnessed here tonight. I know you haven't had a chance to say a lot. What have you to say right now?
I enjoyed everything that everyone said. We live in a shit world right now. I think we need more of this and less of all the bullshit that we see on social media outside. You walk outside, you'll see two idiots doing something stupid or something, and then you just want to go back inside. Stuff like this makes me want to go outside and enjoy life again. More of this, less of the bullshit. And Cactus Rack, you are awesome. Don't
Thank
ever
you.
change that, and always remember, you have us.
Thank
we
you.
are we are a messenger away. So
Thank you.
you gotta rant, go off, whatever, or just talk. We're all here.
Thank you. Really appreciate it. Love you, Turtle.
Love you too.
Now we are moving along to the second person who has been here since we fucking started this. And that amazes me because I don't think there's anything Marley Quinn can't do. Marley, you've been here since the minute we started. Tell me what you think and give me your final thoughts.
I'm gonna probably keep it short because I'm actually feeling very emotional. Like I said, I feel for her and I love her, and it hurts me to feel like that. So, Cactus, I love you so much, more than I can even say. Steve, thank you for doing this for her. Thank you for making her feel this love because she needs it so much. But I love you.
Love you.
Badass from day one. Let's move on to the amazing Amazon and the Maestro, who have also been on almost the entire time. I love this. Guys, final thoughts, and what'd you think?
Well, we had good company, so it went fast, This is about as close to being at your own funeral as you're going to get. I'm not bullshitting. I'm like, because you're like, well, I want to show up to my funeral to see what everyone say about me.
That's so true.
Wow, there you have it.
I want one.
Not what I intended exactly.
Everyone's
Am I actual?
Everybody's holding you in a high regard. So I mean,
Yeah, at my actual funeral, I don't want speeches and I don't want a eulogy. I want everyone to do karaoke. That's it.
Okay.
Whatever, man. That sounds
Noted.
Think about this, it's even better in a funeral. You're still here.
Yeah. Exactly.
Thank you, Maestro.
And we all gotta hang out sometime, like all of us, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that we're
Absolutely.
back in Illinois, we definitely have to hang out.
I am going to Hazel. We had to cancel our WrestleMania thing because Hazel had COVID. So we need to make that up to her, and so we can probably do something at our house. You all can come out to my little cottage and meet my badass dogs and watch wrestling.
All right. Thank you, Natasha and Maestro. That is amazing. Let us move on to, she came in here and she cut through all the bullshit and brought the tears immediately, because that's what Like a Boss fucking does. Like a Boss, your final thoughts. What did you think?
That was amazing. You got to remember that one for me, would you? I I feel like I said it all. I don't want to be repetitive. But and I know that I can't speak for everyone, and I'm speaking for myself, but I'm pretty sure everybody agrees with me when I just say that you are really unlike anybody I've ever met. We bonded so quick, so fast. Like I already knew that you were a good person the second I met you. And we have a lot more in common than you think. And I just know, like, you always will have people that have your back. I know people betray you, but I have the same kind of things. And so, like, maybe we can work on that shit together. I don't know, but like,
Therapy.
Therapy, sure, yeah, or whatever. Let's get in a fight and on the track.
Sometimes that's the best therapy.
Numbers. I'm not fucking kidding. I am.
Therapy.
I know. I have your back, seriously. And I
you.
know everybody here does too.
I've got yours. You all know already.
I know it. I fucking know it. You would be the first one I would call, for real.
So much to me.
Amazing. That is fucking amazing right there.
Thank you,
bro,
Steve. You're awesome.
Bro,
Thank you.
you're the last guy. Then I'm gonna go back to Red. Your thoughts. I mean, I know you haven't been here long, and you might have to watch this because you missed some shit. But what are your thoughts? Final analysis. Bro, break it down as only you can. And be excellent to each other, will you?
Right on, dude. Well, you know what? You asked us if we wanted to be on the show, and immediately I was like, yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I want to jump on and just show appreciation? Because you know what? I think we as people, we don't share enough love. We share hate all the time. We share what we're pissed off about. We share what we're angry about. We never just hit someone up and be like, yo, you know what? I want to let you know I appreciate you. And thank you for setting this up, because gives us an excuse to come in and show some friggin' love,
That was just like the end of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I feel like the music should be playing. I feel like George Carlin is somewhere smiling. That's amazing. Thank you, bro. Much love to you. Red, what have we done here tonight?
Love, man. Show the love. It's ironic that Natasha said what I was thinking, but I think the point, and if I get this wrong, let me know. A lot of times people don't find out, and of course they're deceased, so they wouldn't know. But you never hear people say how they feel about people unless it's at the damn funeral. That's when everybody gets up for 2 minutes and stands up in front of people, some they know, some they don't know, and reflect on how much the person that is laying there or cremated there, how much they mean to them. Wow, the whole fucking time you're here, you can tell that person how much they mean. But like Turtle said, we live in a society where we promote so much negative shit, but we don't take the time to appreciate the people we have right now. Right now. My circle is fucking small as shit. And I know that might seem crazy to some, but it is. But Cactus is one of those people in my circle.
Thank you, Red.
Because we've gone through some of the same shit. We're battling some of the same shit. And again, the only reason, Marley, why I've came out on here and discussed my mental health issues is partly because of Cactus. Like, fuck it. You know, I've got to, if I go, I want people to know why I'm fucking going. Goddamn shit. But at the same time, I've got people like her that's, you know, and here's the beautiful part I love about Cactus. She never calls me Red, ever. It's rare. She always calls me Sean. And that brings me back.
Oh, you're like, who's Sean?
Well, and that's just me being me, especially in a wrestling environment. For over 20 years, people call me Red. Even on the street, people see me. They be like, hey, Red. Hey, what's going on? When she calls me Sean, that lets me know, hey, all of this shit means it's good. It's nice. But there's another side to me. And that lets me know that she gives a damn about that side. So tonight, Cactus, it was all about you. It was all about the roses. We understand you have a bedtime, but guess what? Guess what? You can go to sleep tonight in your bed of roses, knowing that all of these
that was
people,
so fucking good.
all these people love you. We cherish you. Do you understand me?
I understand you. Thank you.
And acknowledge it.
Bed of roses. It's not going to get better than that, but we're going to try. Rion, you've been here the whole time. Haven't heard from you but a little.
I thought he left.
He's still there. He's being excellent to each other. Rion, you got any final thoughts?
Yo. The fact that I got on here in the beginning, what the agreement was, is baffling me. But I'll play along today because that's how you want to handle it, I guess. Who do you want me to speak to directly?
Cactus.
I'll ask you again. Who do you want me to speak to directly?
Rachel.
Okay. Hey.
Is there?
Is it? I mean, are you going to come after me if I call you Rachel?
No, but you always say there's a catch.
Yep. This is the catch that I have to go against everything that I said I was going to do.
Okay.
Because Steve can't help himself because he always feels like he needs to get people involved when they tell him specifically. No, it's not the case. There are more than enough people on here that can say what they need to say as far as how much they care about you, that they don't need me to come on here and say anything. They just don't.
So you're amazing.
Say it again.
You're important to me.
Well, I know, but I also know that I am a lot better behind the scenes as opposed to being in front of people.
I know.
I just, every now and then you have to be reminded as far as what type of person that you are. And then again, be reminded of what type of person you can be. I do believe that sometimes that gets lost in translation because when you look at stuff, especially when it comes to mental health and dealing with Facebook stuff and Twitter and social media, it's very easy to forget who you are. And one thing that I can say that you have struggled with, and I've watched this from afar, is reminding yourself that you're a good person. And I'm really glad that Steve was able to set this scenario up to remind you, amongst everyone else, that you are indeed a good person.
Thank
Which
you.
it's very hard to find. Very, very hard to find. I am sorry that this thing is like all over the place. But my arms are tired. So I am resting this phone in between a refrigerator and a microwave.
That's okay. You do what you
Give me. You understand people, even the ones that aren't on here, how much people appreciate you. Because as I told Steve from the beginning before you even got on here, it's a lot different when you have an appreciation day from a storybook aspect for a storyline scenario when it comes to wrestling, as opposed to people that genuinely appreciate you and what you do and things that you don't even think that you do.
Yeah.
It is a very good thing. He did a very good thing by having you in there. And I am proud of you for sticking around. The last time I checked, you were announced. you were like, I can't, this is too much. I can't do this.
I don't like
Yeah, that is one thing I can say is that I'm proud that you stuck around as long as you did. But I am really glad for everybody that came on here and just to say how much they care about you.
Me too.
And it's a very, very good thing. Just never forget. If you ever forget, go back and look at this.
You can watch this forever.
I will put
go back.
Hang on a lady den for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Go back and look at this.
Amazing.
Glad I can help you. Shut up now.
All right. Thank you, Wiz. Thank you, Wiz.
And
there's only one way we can end this. And I'm going to turn it over to the GOAT of Menendez. Why? Because he's the GOAT of Menendez.
GOAT. He's turning it over.
What do you think about what you saw here tonight? And do you have any final thoughts?
Thank you for putting this together. This is just, this is just incredible. I obviously would reiterate everything everybody said 1,000-fold. But yeah, I mean, there's a, I mean, Cactus and I have been friends just a few years. I met them in end of 2018, 2019. I met the Knockouts, but I didn't get to be, I mean, they bouted a few times. I had just gotten to know folks, but she and I really just got to be friends over the last few years, especially. But it was just, once, and again, thanks to Cactus, and this has happened with other folks before, especially women and women identifying folks, that I come in and I'm very personable. I pay attention. I try to do these things, but like my friend Natalie, really good friend of mine, had told me, listen, we had a chat for about 6 months to figure out whether you actually were legitimately a nice person or a serial killer, because I do tend to overextend myself and be really friendly and whatnot. And Cactus, same thing. She was like, listen, dude, like I had to check it. I'm like, good, please put a test out there. I will happily live up to it. And I could always learn something. But the thing that we bonded is she's the same. She's like, okay, this dude is such and such, but she will give you, the shirt off her back. Whatever's going on with her bra sizing situation, who knows, but she will still give you the t-shirt if you need it, and she'll step up. She's the first person to be like, what do you need? What can I do? How can I help? Regardless of whatever else is going on, she's always there. So I'm so super happy that even in this last few years, it's like we have been lifelong friends. And people, and again, this community I've met through the Derby folks and now the wrestling folks, which, by the way, wrestling math, we will hook that up, because I cannot, that the physics on it are incredible. So we're going to put that into the next, I'll bring all of you guys in.
I'll help with that.
Ready for that.
But, but like the community of folks here, I'm like, okay, everybody here cares about one another, and this is why we're here. And it's really nice to be like, this is an extended family. This is my chosen family, right? And Cactus is my family. She's my chosen family, and I love her, and we all love her. So it's just, when at this stage, I mean, I'm, into my mid 40s, I'll be 47 this year, and it's like, at this point, I'm always meeting people. I love meeting friends and whatever, but I also have this boundary, I understand like who's real, who's not. And with her, immediately, you just know. Certain people, you just know what's up, and that was just incredible. So
Thank
that's
That's
what
the
I'll say.
bottom
Love you,
line
Joe.
because the goat said so. Cactus, it's your show. Wrap this package.
I don't even know what to say. How do I follow up all of that? I love you all so much. You really, really changed some things in my mind and in my perspective. And I'm gonna have to have you all over for some pay-per-view with lots of food. And let's kick the shit out of the workhorses.
Yes. Amen.
Yes.
Like a boss has to bring that
I
right.
like it.
I was just like, yeah, you know.
I'm a fan.
Bring that drop.
Let's
I
go.
want those trios titles. Somebody
I
tell
want
my
to see those trios titles go
Trios
to the
rule.
knockout.
All right, me and Chad and Cactus Rack for the trios titles at IPW. Let's go. Make it happen,
Oh,
somebody.
you guys are the tag team champions. We need the knockouts to be the trio
Oh.
champs.
I want more belts.
Yeah,
Don't we all?
we're
I want
taking all
those.
the trios belts. Freebird rules because there's 4 of us.
Let's go.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching this show tonight. I don't think we can do any better than this. Amazing night. Thank you all for coming in and being yourselves and being remarkable people that I knew you were. I handpicked the people that I knew would come here and fucking kill it. And God damn it, if you didn't fucking kill it. Cactus thanks you. Red thanks you. Rion thanks you. I thank you. The world in general thanks you, because this is what we need to get things back on track. So from the bottom of my heart, Cactus, we love you. You know this, and everybody here loves you too. So never forget. Thanks to everybody that came on this
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
Happy to.
Thank you,
Thanks for
Steve.
the invite. Thanks for putting this together.
The GOAT, the Bros, the Workhorses, even Damian Saint, Travis T, Turtle, the fucking knockouts, man, like a boss and Marley Quinn, badass. Thank you all for being part of this show tonight. Thanks to Red and Rion for helping me get this thing together. And we may never do better than this, but it sure was great to be here while it was happening. We'll see you next week on the Power Hour. Don't miss the knockouts. Don't miss IPW. Don't miss wherever these people are, SCW, wherever they are. Go see these people, because these are the people that are the most entertaining people that I know. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time around. Good night, everybody. And like the bros say, be excellent to each other.
Got it.
Party on, dude.
Woo!